Up his alarm clock. How on earth did this happen?
Well, Jeff saw me taking out the trash at the radio station,
and he won another award.
but this one is better.
It's the Morning Dish with the 2019 Radio Personality of the Year winner, Stephen Phillips,
You paying attention to this, Packy?
and Murphy's own Sherry Raines.
Yeah, you must have given horseback passes to the right guy, Stephen.
Well, giddy up.
And Packy Smith's Shetland pony is right alongside.
You guys know these demo tapes don't just edit themselves together, right?
Well, all right.
3 cheers for Stephen Phillips.
Y'all need to help Stephen Phillips out over there. Out the door and off the radio.
Here's Stephen Phillips.
All righty, folks, it's Monday morning. We're coming in here sideways. We got Sherry Raines all the way from Murphy, North Carolina, in with us. Good morning, sunshine.
Yeah, gas prices almost $5 a gallon.
That's how you...
Gosh almighty.
Wine. Golly. That's all I've heard. Do you know how much gas prices are? No, I have no idea.
Well, you probably do. You're drink those gas guzzlers you drive.
Yeah, I know that's the dang truth. Anyway, we got Gary Chapman should be calling in here shortly, so we get to talk to him, see what's going on in Nashville. We ain't heard from him in a while because Packy's been on vacation.
Stephen gets gallons per mile.
Yeah, pretty
not
much.
miles per gallon.
Yeah, that's ain't no
That's
truth.
true.
I
That's
actually,
true.
and the oil.
Yeah, the oil, because there was a significant looking leak coming out from under that car out there of yours.
Easy.
It's Stephen's magical rainbow ride. Everywhere he goes, there's like this rainbow.
Looks like
puddle
unicorn
under it.
pee.
Yeah, Lord, we don't know anyway. Packy, we got any golfing tickets or horseback
No,
riding
you got to
tickets?
go pick some up, man. We got Diane Palmer. She's out there waiting
Oh, really?
for her golf ticket, and I just keep telling her.
What about horseback riding?
We don't have any of those either.
How-
We're out, man.
Stephen.
But we do have some rodeo tickets that I'm going to tell you guys. I'm going to pull up that information here in a minute. We're going to start giving away tickets to the rodeo.
All righty, we need to. I guess we're gonna go. We've kind of got away from the local birthdays, but look like we're back to it again because we've had a lot of folks email and text and all that kind of stuff. And so, hey, we love you, so we want you all to know that y'all are getting older out there. Chris Wagner, happy birthday to Chris Wagner. That's actually Candace's son. And
That's right.
Yep. Dave Hughes, happy birthday to you. Brandy Rodovich, we've had her on the show. Jeff Odom's birthday today. Austin Denton's got a birthday today. The wild Zach Shirley, man. Zach Shirley, happy birthday to you. Jamie Hooper Barnes' birthday's today. Patrick Keys got a birthday today. And Tammy Joan Dills. That's what I got on my locals. And so if you hear your name, give us a buzz, and we'll promise you some golfing tickets or horseback riding tickets.
Eventually you'll get something.
If the main man's listening up there, let us know. You got anything?
I can't even find my birthdays.
Oh,
I don't
Lord.
know what's going on.
Oh, Lord, that's not good at all. That's not good at all.
Mimi Calhoun, Von Latoff, and Sam Shavera. There you go.
Hey, in 1987, Randy Travis, Forever and Ever Amen, spent 3 weeks at #1.
I remember that song.
Yeah, I love that song. And actually, All Overstreet's the one that wrote that. Jimmy Dean. I gotta love Jimmy Dean. He's like the
That's
coolest.
the sausage, right?
Yeah, that's funny. No, he's actually a country music guy, but he's a.
I know.
He was a pioneer.
Yeah, but he's you know, even though he done Big Bad John and all that, everybody like, oh, he's a sausage guy.
I grew up on Big Bad John.
Yeah, Big
Bad John.
And a sad note,
Both
in
of y'all.
2020, Hank Jr., his daughter today was actually killed in a car accident. Y'all remember that?
I don't,
Yep.
actually.
She was in a, her and her husband was come back from the lake or something and had a boat, lost control and all that. Yeah, but anyway. And then his wife, his wife just recently died. Hank Jr.'s wife died, man. He's had some hits pretty hard, but
What about, are we doing famous birthdays since you're on
I'm
birthday?
waiting for you. I'm waiting.
Oh. Steve-O. It's Steve-O's birthday today.
Oh, you gotta love Steve-O.
He's just gross.
He's not.
He
He's
is
like
disgusting.
he's gonna be taking so much pain meds when he gets into his 70s.
You think he's going to make it to that?
I don't know.
I think he's finally sober, though. I think he got sober a couple of years
I ain't
ago.
talking about that. I'm talking about all the times they drop him
Oh,
out
I
of a plane
know.
with no air parachute.
Did you see the one where he was hanging over the alligator pit with chicken tied to
Oh,
his-
man, what an
Yeah.
idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about Tim Allen?
I like Tim Allen.
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
pretty
Tim
funny
Allen's
guy.
pretty
How
cool
about
guy.
Gomer Pyle?
Old Gomer.
Yeah.
Shazam. Golly. Which one did he do? Shazam or God? Both
both.
of them. Yeah, I think he did both of them. So anyway. That all y'all got?
And if you like jazz, Chick Corea.
No, I'm not a big. Only jazz I like is.
How about Kenny Wayne Shepherd? You know who he
I
is.
like
Oh, I love him.
Yeah, I like
Love
Kenny
him.
Wayne Shepherd. Yep.
At least Blue on Black, wasn't that the song?
Yeah, I think that was a big famous song
Yeah.
he had. So, National Weed Your Garden Day. So that means
Oh,
you
Peggy
plant
whipped
weeds.
his head around for a second there.
National Weeds in your garden. Well, why would you pull the weeds out of your garden? I mean, it's like high dollar stuff, ain't it?
A lot of weeds are good for you, I suppose.
What they say.
I reckon.
Oh, there's weeds in the roses. I
Did you,
gotta
have to
love
weed,
that.
did you have to weed the garden when you were little? Did your mom make you get out and weed the
Golly,
garden?
you know, back when we
Remember
were
doing
little,
that?
we had big gardens. Everybody
Yeah.
had big gardens. Now they just kind of got these, I don't know, what do you call them? Like just
Raised
little-
bed, micro gardens.
Yeah, micro garden. Back then, man, you stood there and look at the other end of a bean field, and it's like, and there's like 40 rows, and you're like,
My mom was out there. We were out there picking tomatoes, and I'm talking about a field you couldn't see the end of. You'd be
I'll
out there all day
never
long.
get to the end of this.
Yep. Yep. I
But we
remember.
always made it, so I don't know, but that's the way it was back in the day.
And you didn't have all those bottles of water and extra stuff, did
No,
you?
back then we got water out of the tap.
Yep.
Yep, we got
Hose.
out of the hose.
Speaking of old times, back when my grandma was little, you could actually, and people did, mail their kids.
Where can you mail them to?
Mail them, yeah. And in 1920, the post office had to pass a law saying that you can't mail your
Dang it.
kids. And the
Where could we have
Postal
mailed them
Service
to? I could have mailed mine to,
You know what?
I don't know,
kinda
Africa
Send
or
them
somewhere.
back to Sears.
You know the Hope Diamond, which is what the most expensive diamond in the whole wide
I've
world.
seen that diamond.
They actually, when they transport it from one place to another, they mail it in the mail. I did not realize. I figured they take an armored truck or something, but they mail it.
So he goes incognito.
I don't know, but they just mail it. I guess you take out insurance and they mail it. So
I'm sure this is special service there.
Mm-hmm.
Hope they're
So-
not using the U.S. Post Office. No offense, but
So do you know who Anne Frank is?
How
Anne
is that?
Frank,
How is
yeah, I
that?
know
No
Anne Frank.
offense.
This is her birthday.
Anne
I'm
Frank,
thinking
yeah.
about Kenny
Anne
Shore
Frank's
down here.
birthday.
Oh, Kenny down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anne Frank.
Yep.
She's a big
yeah.
deal.
So anyway, all right, folks. Well, hopefully we'll have we come back. We'll have my brain's quit on me again.
Hey, I wanna-
Gary Chapman.
I met someone this past week, a couple of someones. I actually met Mike Z's parents. They came and played bingo with the Valley River Humane Society bingo night.
Yeah.
It was their 47th wedding anniversary.
40-something.
40, I think
Yeah,
she
I
said
think you're
47.
right. I think you're right.
And your dad was Vince and Barb. Is it? I got that. Okay. So yeah, they were great. They had a
Well,
good
I
time.
met some folks that knew him over at Hayesville, and they didn't care much for him.
Well, they tried to pretend like they weren't really related to Mike, but you know,
Right.
in the end, they had to admit it.
I
So
said, they said, "Hey, you working with Mike Z now?" I said, "Yeah, tell me something good." And they couldn't.
They were speechless.
They were like, "Well,
Nerd.
we pray for you." So anyway, I think y'all go to church or something. I didn't realize you went to church, but that's good.
Yeah, you
What
met
does that
somebody
mean?
who was- What?
why do you assume that, Stephen?
Well, I mean, you know, well,
You-
they say
you
the
only
fruits
go-
of the fruits of your labor.
It's
what-
because we're not Baptist.
He goes to church for the food. So
Yeah,
don't
that's
feel
what I
bad.
go
We're
for.
not Baptist.
Don't feel bad.
Anyway, more insurance services. We love them folks, no doubt about it. They can save you a lot of money. And actually, folks, I'm not kidding you. They have got all my stuff insured, and so you know, I
And
can.
if they can afford to do that,
If they can insure me, they'll insure you. But I'm not kidding you. So that being said, we're gonna take a break. We'll be right back.
And now with more news for Western North Carolina and North Georgia, I'm Jeff Batten, and it's a no-go for the much-talked-about workforce apartment complex planned for Young Harris, at least for another year. WJRB News is the first to report that the deadline for getting state approval for the federally subsidized 54-unit project expired last week. Both Hiawassee Mayor Liz Ordialis and County Economic Development Director Denise McKay confirmed the developer and the landowners in Young Harris could not come to terms. The developer is responsible for submitting such an application, and local government supporters in Towns County of the project were helpless to do anything about it as the annual deadline came and went. And it was a big blow for the county.
Appointment about it. We need the apartments here. We need affordable workforce housing. We need them. I have people living in tents. We have families that they're living in campers. And not that there's anything wrong with the camper, but some of these people would really like to be in a home.
Denise McKay says the next filing window will be in the spring of 23. This complex was to be built in Young Harris between the EMC building and Young Harris College. Union County Commissioner Lamar Paris has donated an acre of land, and now organizers need to raise at least $150,000 to fund it. A group of veterans-minded groups want to build what they are calling the Veterans Memorial Park at Meeks Park. It would be near the pool and the top ball field. Union County resident Rob Moyer explains.
This is going to be a large memorial. It's dedicated to all veterans, not just combat veterans or not just veterans that died serving their country. It's for anybody that's ever served their country. There'll be monuments to each branch of service, including the Coast Guard and the new Space Force. And then there's a meandering walkway that's going to go around that main monument that's going to honor each of the veteran service organizations.
And about 3 weeks before the new fiscal year begins and a new budget along with it, the Cherokee County Commission is holding a budget work session tonight open to the public. The commissioners are grappling with a millage rate increase necessary to balance the budget. Currently, the proposal is to raise it 10 cents. The meeting starts tonight at 6:30 p.m. Please download the free WJRB app. For Pat Malone, I'm Jeff Batten.
Jackie Jones, Jackie Jones, Jackie Jones Ford. Hey, it's Andy with Jackie Jones Ford of Hayesville. There's nothing better than being outdoors this time of the year unless you're inside a new Ford or pre-owned car or truck from Jackie Jones Ford in Hayesville. For 50 years, we've been your hometown Ford dealer, and you can check us out at jjfordhayesville.com. So come by, because our crew likes to have fun outside too.
Hit the road to Jackie Jones Ford.
Union General Women's Health provides obstetrics and gynecological services close to home. Doctors include Kevin Davis, Cynthia Mercer, Kimberly Denton, Benjamin Harris, and nurse practitioner Christy Collins. They serve all of Northeast Georgia, Western Carolina, and surrounding areas. Plus, they now have 2 locations in Blairsville and Blue Ridge, Georgia. Call 706-835-2222 to schedule your appointment in Blairsville, or 706-946-3080 to schedule your appointment in Blue Ridge. It's supper time at Blairsville Restaurant Grits and Greens. Be our guest on Fridays from 4 to 8 p.m. for the new all-you-can-eat seafood feast for $34.99 per person. We have several new menu items for you to choose from, and we're bringing back a favorite for supper, our hot cafeteria bar. So load up your plate with the best fried chicken, meatloaf, and all your favorite sides and vegetables. It's time to eat at Blairsville Restaurant Grits and Greens.
Warm weather demands a lot from our trucks.
For towing boats to the lake.
Bed covers to hide work equipment.
Heck, I'd just settle for a cool rain guard for when you need to crack the windows on a hot day.
So Rose Auto is always thinking of ways to get you where you need to go. For bed covers, towing accessories, and great car audio.
It's Rose Auto on the Murphy Highway. The only way to go this summer.
Right. And who has the tailgate rack for the grill? Don't say it, I know. Rose Auto in Blairsville on the Murphy Highway.
Saving for retirement can mean different things for different people. Not every situation is the same. I'm Gary Anderson with Anderson Advisors in Young Harris. For almost 30 years, I have worked with families to assist in maintaining and producing income in retirement, to make sure you don't outlive your money, and to prepare you for the unexpected. For more information, give me, Gary Anderson, a call, 888-371-2847, or visit the website, gary-anderson.com.
Do you have eye problems? Ophthalmologist Dr. Dan Eichenbaum, a graduate of Yale Medical School and the Bascom Palmer Eye Institute, has the training and experience to give your precious eyes the expert care they need. Whether it's cataract surgery, macular degeneration, diabetic eye disease, or glaucoma, call Dr. Dan Eichenbaum, 828-837-5404 in Murphy, or 706-745-9777 in Blairsville. Medicare and insurance accepted. Quality eye care, regardless of your ability to pay.
The Morning Dish. At the beginning of a new week, people see things differently, like why they're locked into their monster insurance carrier and paying higher premiums than their next-door neighbor. If that's you, you need to speak with More Insurance Services, an independent agency in Hayesville, Blairsville, and Hiawassee.
All righty, folks, we're back with you, and I hope everybody's doing good out there on this Monday morning. Happy birthday to all the folks out there. Hey, listen, we got some news that I had no idea was going on. Toby Keith, I don't know if y'all knew this or not, but he actually has been battling with stomach cancer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sad.
Pretty sad, yeah. He was diagnosed with stomach cancer, spent the last 6 months receiving chemo, radiation, and surgery. So far, so good. So, I don't know. That's a pretty big deal, man. Of course, I need to get my stomach shrunk. Can they do that? Like, honestly.
They can do a gastric banding.
I need something
or
like
bypass.
that. But, you know, that's the thing about it. You know, I think, okay, I'm going to go on a diet. And then Emily cooks something. And I'm like, well, I'll go on a diet tomorrow.
So it's Emily's fault.
Tomorrow.
Emily's
Do you know
fault.
how good she can cook? She's a good cook.
I don't believe you. You're going to have to let me try some food.
I have brought you some food over here. I brought
prove
you
it.
biscuits, and I brought you, oh, man, everything else. But anyway, I don't know. But, you know, you see this kind of stuff, and you think, okay, well, what's the diagnosis on this, you know? Because cancer is always, every time you hear cancer, you always think, okay, that's it. It's over.
Yeah.
And but we talked the other day about they've got this cancer drug that they tried with these people that had colon cancer. And they had 17 people try the drug, and 17 people were totally cancer-free after this was. So, I mean, you know, this might be a breaking point or something.
It's an autoimmune drug.
Right. I don't know. You know, there's some Toby Keith songs that I like. I mean, honestly, really. You know, I like Beer from My Horses and I'll Never Smoke Weed with Willie Again, that kind of stuff. You know,
which is probably a true story.
But you know, back in when they come out, you know, you had all these come out, and Toby Keith and all them, and it's like now, you know, you got all the hip hop guys coming out, and then they're kind of taking the place of like Toby Keith, and you never, like Alan Jackson, bless his heart, you know, he's got that disease now from his family, which is a trait inherited disease, but he don't even get played on the radio anymore. It's kind of sad. I think the difference between Toby Keith and Alan Jackson and them when they were coming up and doing their thing, they actually honored their own people. You know, they honored their heroes. You know, Toby Keith was Willie Nelson. He brought all the guys, you know, and kept. And these guys nowadays, they're like all for themselves. You know what I mean? As far as the new musicians, they're like, it's all about me. You know,
I don't even know who any of them are. To me, if I do happen to be on a country station, it all sounds just the same.
It is the same. It is the same. And I don't even like Jason Aldean. I don't even like Jason Aldean. And I'm sorry. That's, I guess, because I knew his guitar player back in Macon.
I was going to say, isn't he from Athens?
Well, he was in Macon is where all this was going on down there. And like when he signed Jason Aldean, he didn't even call. He didn't tell nobody, his band or anything else. He would just disappeared. Next thing I knew, he was in Nashville. And he just left them high and dry.
Disappeared.
Yeah.
That happens a lot, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, my band does that to me all
I
the
was
time.
about to say, so band members never just leave you high and dry. They never do that.
Actually, my lead guitar player's in prison right now. That's pretty funny. Yeah, Billy, he's in prison.
Well,
Plenty of time to work on his
what was
chops.
that? What's that else saying about laying down with dogs and getting them with fleas?
I guess that's the
Yeah.
truth. No, he's in prison. No kidding. He went to work at a prison. He actually works there. So
Oh,
Did they let him keep his strap?
that's it. He called me this morning. He said, I can't have my phone in the prison till 12, so I'll call you at 12. But anyway, is he on yet? Where's Gary?
I haven't seen him pop up yet.
He ain't he's in the bed.
Oh, talking about musicians, your best friend Justin Bieber's got a problem.
What's wrong with Justin
He's
Bieber?
been diagnosed with Ramsay Hunt syndrome.
Now, what is that?
I don't have any idea, but apparently half his face is paralyzed.
Really?
Will that really matter with the way he sings?
I don't think it hurt his singing. What's it called? Is that like what is that called where people get
Sounds
that?
like some sort of a hunting disease or something, huh?
Really?
I don't know. Ramsay Hunt syndrome. I'll have to look that up. Sorry.
It's what's it called?
I'm doing what Steven does. I'm just reading the headline.
Read the headlines.
It's a rash, and I think it'll like paralyze parts of your face and stuff too. But I think it is temporary in most cases. I think it will, go away.
Well, I think something else like that does that people get that kind of paralyzes half your face.
Like Bell's palsy?
Yeah.
Palsy, yeah.
Is that not the same thing?
This
it's
is a virus type of thing.
Sometimes a dentist mistake will do that too.
Really? You can say
So
what
Ramsay Hunt's is caused by the same virus that causes chicken pox and herpes and stuff like that. Varicella zoster.
I don't know.
I think Mike should tell his story that he
Chirpies.
found. The story you found goes along with this.
But Justin Bieber,
The
man.
Geico story?
Oh gosh.
You say
I don't
what
know
you
how you
want
can
to
tell
about
that.
Justin Bieber, man. He drives a Dodge Cummins turbocharged diesel.
Steve Rowe says I think it's Bell's palsy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's
Hey,
the
where's
same
Steve
thing.
Rowe, man? Has he been coming? I was gone last week. Did he come in?
He did come in one
Did
day.
he?
Yeah, he come in one day. Yep.
How was your
So,
trip, Packy?
It was awesome.
Did you have a good time?
I think we stayed in the water the whole time, snorkeling.
Nice.
Well, got out for a beer and then got back in, but
Is that why you're all puffy and funny looking?
yeah.
I reckon Texas Zoo, man, they're asking the public to help identify a strange creature. Now, what the heck is going on with this? You figured the zoologist would know what creatures are. But you know what I'm saying? That's a thing of a dig, or a wismataz.
Like your alligator over in the lake? Yeah.
Chupacabra. Remember the
Chupacabra?
Yeah, they're asking public to identify a strange creature that was spotted outside its premises. The security cameras actually caught this thing on the video.
So what's it look like?
And it walks on two legs and appears to have a type of fur on its upper body.
It's Rosie O'Donnell.
I think it's a baby. It's a baby Bigfoot. That's what I'm thinking here.
Baby
That's a baby
sass.
Bigfoot. What is a baby? Because you never see baby Bigfoots. You always see big Bigfoots.
You do? Have you seen a
So
Bigfoot?
we're crowdsourcing the identification. We're asking the public to identify this.
It's a Chupacabra swapped
Couldn't be
over with a.
Couldn't be a marketing thing to get people to the zoo, could it?
Yeah, they actually spotted it's in Amarillo.
Well, there's not much to see in Amarillo. I can tell you that right now.
There's not.
God, it's awful.
Amarillo is?
It's flat.
Amarillo by morning.
Do they have armadillos in Amarillo?
Out from San Antonio.
They do.
I mean, they sang about Amarillo.
It's a hole.
Have you never seen a Bigfoot?
A Bigfoot or the?
I think I saw one once.
You've seen one.
I have.
Yeah. Playing a saxophone.
He was over in LJ this past weekend. They had a big music festival over there. The Holly Yellow thing and
Bigfoot was there.
Sax Squatch.
Yeah.
was playing. Yeah,
That was a big deal. They had.
Oh, that's bad.
My.
I love it. Do you not?
Yeah, they had some good bands out there actually.
Then I say they had the
Old Crow Medicine Show.
Old Crow Medicine Show, which is actually the
Did you
one
get to
that
see them?
I didn't see it. No, I just saw some videos afterwards.
I like them.
they had the. They're the one that actually did Wagon Wheel, and then the other guy did.
Why do you say it like that? Wagon wheel.
Well, used to. It's just like there's songs
got
out
played to
there
death.
that loves, and then there's songs out there that gets played to death.
And covered by every artist that could cover them.
Hootie covered it.
Hootie decided he was country and covered it.
Yeah.
so.
What happened to Hootie?
He's Darius Rucker now.
But where's Hootie?
I don't know.
Lost shaker of salt somewhere or something.
So I'm looking at your creature of the video. I think this is somebody in a costume.
It's not. It's a Chupacabra
A Chupacabra.
crossed over with Bigfoot.
I thought Chupacabra walked on all four.
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't
And
know.
I think it lived in the Caribbean
I
someplace.
don't go in. No, there's on Unicorn
Texas.
Mountain.
Texas is where a lot of them.
I
South
thought-
Texas.
Oh,
and
I thought it spoke Spanish.
well, if you're in South Texas, you better.
Yeah.
But South Texas and Mexico, a lot of Chupacabra sightings. But
How you saying that?
But it's a
Chupacabra.
Chupacabra.
My son swore he saw one time when he was a kid, but he had a wild imagination, so who knows?
I don't know. I just stay out of the dang woods. That's what I think. A good place to
See,
get eat.
I heard you talking about this the other morning about how people go out in the woods. You don't want to go in the woods. You had to grow up in the woods.
I was in the woods.
Why aren't you living in the city then? If you hate the woods so bad,
But I mean, I like the edge.
the edge of the lake, the edge of the woods.
I do. I
Like
mean,
living on the edge.
Yeah, that's my life. Living on the edge. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, let's see what Gary says here. I guess we're going to, nope, that's not Gary. That's Amber. Okay. Talking
So
about
he
the
don't want to talk to you this morning?
Must not be.
Poor little
You know how
thing.
them rock stars are, man. They stay up all night, sleep all day. But anyway, let's, we're going
You
to
want
jump
to thank
to,
your sponsor again?
yeah, we're going to jump to another break. Can you do it?
Can I?
Yeah, it's your
Should
job.
I? It's not. I don't have a job anymore. We want to thank More Insurance. If you're looking to save money on insurance, you need to check with More Insurance. They were established in 1974 right over here in Hayesville, North Carolina by Gene Moore. They have now grown into a full-service insurance company with 5 locations to serve you better. Give them a call at 828-389-4000.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder.
Now you can find Mounted Insurance in Blue Ridge, a division of More Insurance on 515 between the UCB and the Burger King. Call Jeremy Payne at 706-632-2274 for a fast and accurate quote.
Shop the hot summer savings event at Carolina Furniture and Mattress Outlet going on now. Summer is heating up with 60% off retail on everything in stock. You'll love our selection. We have home furnishings in stock and ready to take home or have delivered. Living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, and home accents are on sale. Save 60% off retail on everything in the store. Shop the hot summer savings event at Carolina Furniture and Mattress Outlet in Hayesville. Don't miss it.
Don't miss the Young Harris Water Sports and RV Boat and RV Show this weekend. Come for huge savings during the sizzling summer sale on all boats and RVs this weekend. Free food, prizes, fun, and a first-hand look at the latest boats, RVs, and gear. Too many brands to mention, so see them firsthand this Friday and Saturday at Young Harris Water Sports and RV's Open House, 3676 Highway 76 in Young Harris. Come for huge savings during the sizzling summer sale on all boats and RVs this weekend. Let's go! Don't miss it.
It's tough enough right now to pay the house bills. Forget about the IRS. Oh yeah, the IRS. You're still getting letters about your unpaid taxes. Debbie Snelling at North Georgia Tax Solutions in Blairsville hears it every day. Her advice? Wouldn't it be a good idea to settle now when your assets and savings are lower? Think about it. Debbie does it every day. That's getting tax relief for her clients. Call 706-745-3856 in the Food City Plaza.
Yes, he's your best friend, but his listening skills need help. Your dog won't do what you say, and he's jumping all over your parents. We'll take him to the PAWS Dog Training and Canine Behavior Center in Blairsville. Our one-on-one classes will help correct your dog's behavior. The website is pawsworkingdogs.org. By appointment only in Blairsville off 515. Call 706-716-9990 for all levels of dog training. Take him to the PAWS Dog Training and Canine Behavior Center in Blairsville.
Hey, this is Samuel with Sleep USA Mattress. We got tired of waiting on the supply chain, so we decided to do something about it. Introducing Sleep to Go by Sleep USA Mattress. With specialty brands like Nectar and Dream Cloud, you can buy it today, take it today, and sleep better tonight. With a lifetime warranty, a year-long sleep trial, and up to $400 in free sleep accessories, you can be confident you're getting the mattress and the deal of your dreams. Stop by one of our 4 locations in Blairsville, Murphy, Franklin, or Silva to take home your new mattress today.
The Morning Dish. You can't blame Stephen Phillips for your business insurance going up 25% this year, but you can still do something about it. Business owners, you need to talk business with More Insurance Services, your mountain insurance agency in Hayesville, Blairsville, and Hiawassee.
All righty, we're back with you and still no Gary Chapman. He's, what do they call you when they, what's it? They
ghosted you.
Ghosted me. Ghosted me. It's all right.
Heck, he knew that right off the bat.
Ghosted.
Right
I reckon
off the
Biden,
bat.
he gets his New Mexico wildfire briefing at the Rage Over the Forest Service responsibility.
Amid rage.
Yeah, and I reckon Biden's like, oh, I love forest fires. We always bring like marshmallows and we make them little
S'mores.
S'mores. Oh, I'm all excited about it. I love forest fires. They said, no, Mr. President, you don't understand. This is a forest fire. Oh, yeah, I know. I love it.
You just tickle yourself, don't you? You just
I
get
love
yourself
forest
so
fire.
tickled.
Y'all don't get the jokes. I
So-
laugh anyway. I get it. I get
Well,
it. I'm with it.
Part of the problem with the joke is the joke teller who can't read.
Yeah, I'm just telling you. They briefed him over the forest fire. Say what you want to. It's like, oh, can we bring hot dogs? Yeah, he's all excited. Only our president.
You'd be excited over the hot dogs.
I would be. Ain't no doubt about
Have
it.
you made any headway with moon pies or Hormel?
We got
or-
nobody. We got
Nobody
nobody.
wants you. No sponsor.
Nobody. So we've got rid of our prop. So in honor of Toby Keith, we got our red Solo cup.
Dixie cup.
Yeah,
That's
I got my
right.
red Solo cup with Diet Coke in it. I'm trying to cut back. They say if you drink more coffee, you live longer. It's actually good for you. But they
And
say
it's supposed
that
to help with Alzheimer's and not get Alzheimer's.
they say a
right?
pot of morning is just way too much.
Yeah, I don't know how you.
So
can
I know
drink that
Diet
much.
Coke's got to be better because it's got what is it? What is it?
It's got all those artificial
Yeah.
ingredients. You'll be preserved.
Yeah, be preserved. But anyway, I love forest fires. Can you see them
I can
explaining
see
to
Steven
it?
sitting out there with his hot dog on a stick.
It's a forest fire.
It's cheap hot dog on a stick.
Forest fires are really hot.
I tell you
Love
what,
'em.
funny that may be. You remember we had all the fires going on a few years ago here. It was terrible.
You couldn't
It
breathe.
was burning for months over there around Murphy. Ooh, it was awful.
Well, they still do control burnings.
No, this is when those idiots were starting fires.
Who? They ever
That's where
catch
they
them?
rolled the tires
They-
down the mountain.
The one guy they did catch, he was over there on the Gap going toward Franklin, I think, is where he did his burn start, but he was rolling lit tires down the
Did
mountain.
these affect Gatlinburg and those areas? You're talking about the
Those
same
were
ones?
kids. So now in Gatlinburg, that was 2 kids that started that big mess, playing with matches
Okay.
in the woods, in the forest.
They weren't taught. They weren't taught.
Maybe it was
You don't
Big-
play with matches in the forest.
Maybe it was Bigfoot.
Bigfoot. Bless his heart. Bless his heart. I don't know. Biden loves forest fires.
There's your sponsor. You ought to go talk to the Expedition Bigfoot over there.
There you go.
Over there on going toward what is it, LJ?
Hey, we got a North Carolina man pays off the entire student loan. Now, this is just crazy to me that we're getting all these headlines of these people paying off these loans. I mean, this one gal, she actually, what was she selling, like cookies on the sidewalk or something to pay off her loan? We got this other.
So did he get his forgiven, or did he actually pay it off?
He actually paid it. He's happy that he paid his loan off. He actually, he set up a
'Cause-
payment plan and paid it. It took him 19 and a half years.
Yeah.
19 and a half years.
I can believe that. That's ridiculous.
I mean, it's like, okay, I'm thinking, like, if I go to college and I get a college degree, am I not going to get a job for like $300,000?
Not necessarily.
Well, that's the thing
Look
about
at Packy.
it. And I keep saying that they should tell you, okay, you're going to get a degree in
Packy-
basket weaving, but your chance of paying off your loan is going to be slim.
But that's the thing. The colleges didn't. A lot of the colleges didn't care. They took advantage of that situation. It was very easy to issue those loans and get the government held people supposedly
And
accountable.
they were living for the moment. Don't
Right.
care about the future.
They
And
tricked
No
me into
thought to
getting
it.
my women's studies degree, and I'm mad about it.
Well, you got a wife, didn't you, out of the situation?
Not because of that.
Because he's sucked up to her because he's got a lot of money. That's why he got a wife. He's like, he don't even like fat chicks, man. But anyway, he got one. But she's got money.
Yeah, Steve Thompson. He met my wife over the weekend. We all hung out for a little
Oh,
while.
you hung out with Steve Thompson
yeah,
over the
and
weekend?
He said, oh, wait a minute. You're not fat. You have teeth. What?
That's why you have that mark on your face.
You
right?
hung out with Steve over the
I
weekend?
did, yeah. That's another anniversary, too. I'm sorry, I cannot remember Steve's mother's name, but I get his dad's name is Steve, and his wife. They were super nice people, and they had their 50th anniversary
nice.
party. So
Wow.
big
Nice.
congratulations to them.
And maybe you'll have one after today's show, an anniversary.
How long have
Maybe.
you been married?
2 years.
And not one fight. They ain't had one fight.
Actually, for
We
anybody,
had a good anniversary. We were out snorkeling and did
There
all
you
kinds of
go.
fun
He
stuff.
took her
Yeah,
someplace
we were
really
on
nice.
excursions out
He-
on boats and
wait,
stuff in St. Thomas.
You took her, she took you. How did that work out?
I paid for that one. I made sure I paid for
Aw.
that day.
Yeah.
Aw.
That excursion. I just think it's crazy, though, that these people are struggling to pay off their loan because, and a lot of this stuff comes down. I'm going to get a little bit serious about this. I think a lot of the colleges, they've upped the campus so much with all these fancy stuff that you really don't like, coffee and espressos.
But the
and-
thing too on this,
Instead of
What are
just
you gonna
education.
drink?
All these
What are you going to
college-
drink in your safe space if you don't have those?
I mean, honestly, that's kind of where it's going. They're having to put so much in it.
Listen, what happened when the government got involved with healthcare?
I mean, I'm with
What
you.
happened when the government took over healthcare? You're paying what, $900 now per person, $800 per person, and I mean, it's insanity. So what happens when they got involved with student loans and they started handing out money for student loans? Schools are going to charge more because they can, because they're handing out money.
because there's no question. It's just like paying
everybody's got all the
$1,200
money.
for a hammer.
So maybe
you
the
know?
government shouldn't get involved in stuff.
But anyway, okay, I'm with you on that, 100%. I mean, that's the thing. It's this thing like they're doing up here. How was they're redoing these $20 million buildings up here that's got no parking whatsoever. But then they're actually going to teach people how to be in business. I don't understand why you'd want the government to teach private entities how to be in business. I just don't seem
So
like
who's teaching this?
up there at the city. The city's got this building they're building, or it's already built, and it was a old building, and they're redoing it. They got a government grant for so much money, and they're trying to raise the rest of it up, which is not nearly.
And so, what's the purpose of the bill? Who is teaching these classes you're talking
the
about?
government is. The city's going to
government.
get people come in and teach private entities like, entrepreneurs how to be entrepreneurs, and I just think the government teaching entrepreneur
But that doesn't mean the government's teaching. They're hiring people just like at the college. You can take business classes at the college.
I'm going to apply for that.
I'm with you on that. I think that's a disaster.
I have a great business idea.
Yeah.
Tuna Loops, the cereal.
Yeah, tuna loops.
Oh,
It turns your milk to mayonnaise.
Oh, that would be cool. I'm all about that.
So then you
Man,
can.
you think alike. You know, I come up with that pedal-driven wheelchair.
So you two should teach
or a
the classes
bicycle that
over
has
there.
the back wheel is so big, and then the front wheel's like real tiny, so you're leaning forward and you're always going downhill. It's perpetual motion.
You wouldn't have to. Yeah, there you go.
That was called a penny farthing.
No, that's the other way around.
Yeah, you'd
That's
be
the
going
big
backwards. That's why you had to
front
pedal
wheel.
that thing so hard because you was
Oh,
always
that's what
going
it is,
uphill.
yeah. Well, I think you could. I think there were. I've seen pictures of them riding them backwards.
I failed physics.
I was just thinking you two should teach the classes over there for him. That would be.
We come up with some cool
There'd
ideas.
be some real winners coming out of those classes. Woohoo!
What? I reckon Google has suspended an engineer following that claims that artificial intelligence system. This thing is actually, they're saying that it thinks equivalent to a human child. So they got a artificially intelligent computer that's
They've
actually.
had these. They're
Google suspended this guy because he
I
claims
want.
this is actually happening.
I want.
the system becomes sentient.
They had these back in the
Alive.
80s, though. I remember all the folks that's my age can remember we had cars like you leave your door open. The car would be so smart, it'd say, your door is ajar. You remember that, Mike Z? Your car talked to you?
My sister had one. It was a Nissan, and it had a little record player in.
Oh,
in
that's
it,
cool.
And it played this little plastic record to you.
Yeah, that's when they got older. Yeah.
I think they stole the module out of a Chatty Cathy.
We had a Z car that would do that. It would talk to you, and the
Yeah.
seat belts would move. And
Yeah.
man,
Oh, I hated this.
Your
moving
door is
seatbelt.
ajar. Your headlights are on. But now the Chrysler New Yorker had a hard time with theirs because it's actually a New Yorker. So the the
Hey,
voice.
shut your door.
The accent.
Shut your dang door, you idiot!
Park the car.
It's like what? All the rednecks are saying, "What did he say? What's that say?"
Right.
Well, the direction that AI is going now, we could be in serious trouble in 20 or 30 years because these systems are becoming self-aware.
Have you seen the movie? There's a movie where the system takes over. I think it's called Terminator. Is it not? Where they start making
yeah.
their own robots and they start taking us out because they don't need us no more.
My neighbor up the road, her horse just had a foal. I think they used artificial intelligence to get the foal, right? Isn't that how they
To
do
create
it?
the foal or get the foal.
Isn't that how they do it? Artificial intelligence.
I guess it would be. Mike, you're a weird
Oh,
dude, man.
there's. I
That
think
ain't- that
Steven
ain't-
missed the boat on that.
that ain't what we're talking
Just
about.
Kept going on by. Kept going.
I'm
by.
just telling you, it's all coming over again. It's going to be like Terminator. These movies that you see are, it's
Well, even further back, what was the space movie Odyssey? Space Odyssey.
Right, 2001.
HAL, the evil computer.
Yes.
they're all evil. They're all evil.
Dave.
I just know I'm going to end up living in the woods one day.
I know that's the creepiest voice. Right?
That's going to be so much fun.
What? You're living in the woods?
I'm gonna have to go. All these, of course, I drive cars that ain't computerized, so I ain't worried about all that.
Right.
But that is
Not
a
worried
serious
about
thing, though.
EMP.
Like these cars that have like self parking and self driving and stuff.
Yep.
If you go buy a laptop, I mean that laptop is old in like 3 years.
Right.
It
Yeah.
doesn't keep up.
I mean, you think
Why
about
would
just
cars
with the
not be same way?
cars, they can literally shut you down and lock you in your own car until they can arrive to pick you up.
That's the truth.
They can do that now.
And that's something else. They talk back. We talked about that. They were actually breaking into cars, computers. They were, what is it called? Where they hacking into the computer and be going
like
out
through OnStar or
turn your
something,
car off, change your radio station. Could you imagine?
My car's been bricked.
It's got
Ooh, be locked in your car and having to listen to
Justin
Bieber.
Oh man. I mean, what about? Honestly, you think about
Or Madonna. Ugh.
I bet if you get sent to hell, I bet that's all they play is Justin Bieber.
Or make you sit down and
Oh, man.
break bread with him.
Just throw me in the lake of fire, whatever. Turn off Justin Bieber.
Or rap. Rap. I mean, that would be my. Yeah, I couldn't.
You don't like rap?
No.
It's like
I
bro country now.
It makes me angry.
Yeah, that's what it does. I
What
don't
it's
like
for.
it.
I don't
Music
like it.
makes you
It makes
wanna
me very
fight.
agitated. I don't like it. So that would be my hell.
I don't know.
And sitting next to you, of course.
Is that bad?
Of course, I think the first time my dad listened to me play Purple Haze on the record player, it agitated him. Just a different point
My
in time.
dad actually soundproofed my room. I was an Iron Maiden fan, and my dad hated it. And so
I'm with your dad.
He was a contractor, and he had soundproofed a bank conference room and had materials left. I came home from school, and my room had all this sound deadening stuff to the
Triple
wall.
layer drywall.
Over my posters, over everything. It was just screwed into the wall. But,
I'm
you
with
know.
you. All right, folks, we're going to take one more break. We'd like to thank More Insurance Services. They actually got a show on the weekend they do, which is very interesting, no doubt. But like I said, they've saved me a lot of money on my business insurance. So y'all need to go check them out. And they are super, super great people, no doubt about it. So give More Insurance Services a call.
At United Community Bank, we believe the most powerful equation in banking is loving your bank, plus your bank loving you back. Our customers rated us #1 in customer satisfaction with consumer banking in the Southeast, plus #1 in trust. We've earned not just one J.D. Power Award, but 7 in the past 8 years. When superior banking combines with the highest customer satisfaction, it all adds up. Experience the difference at United Community Bank. Member FDIC. For J.D. Power 2021 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an Auto Owners Insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your